So hey, what's going on, you guys? So first thing I want to say is don't vlog and drive. Second thing I want to say is I'm going to be answering your fitness questions right now. So I got a bunch of awesome questions. You guys just keep pouring in better and better questions every time I do this, so I'm definitely going to keep doing this. Let me actually zoom out a little bit. I feel like yeah, that is way too close. That's better. Alright, so the first question that I got and that I really enjoyed was, or that I thought I could dive into well, was how to lose your stomach. Now, I'm gonna answer kind of two parts of this. Real quick, not gonna bore you guys to death. So when you wanna lose your stomach, right? I'm assuming stomach fat. You wanna get that fat off your lower belly. There's no such thing as spot reduction for fat. So for example, when you hear somebody say like, oh, like I like my, typically, normally, sorry, ladies, or whatever you identify, circles, squares, triangle. So whenever you hear somebody, something say, oh, I want to lose the fat here and in my lower belly, but I like it in my legs and my butt. Sorry, you're gonna fucking lose some of it everywhere, if that makes sense. Fat distribution is normally, I mean, you can have some pesty, if you watched the last video, you get what I'm saying. You will have some pesty areas that are a pain in the ass that normally don't go down as easy. Like for me, it is my sides. Like my sides and lower stomach do stick. Like fat does stay there longer, but unfortunately by me doing 1980s aerobics crunches, that's not gonna help. That's not gonna help me burn more fat there. And to avoid this being into a ramble, so you can't spot reduction with fat, and then also when it comes to how do you lose your stomach, or how do you lose fat in general? That would probably be the better way for me to answer this question. How do you lose body fat? And the answer is super simple, guys. Like it's dumb simple. And you guys are gonna be pissed that I'm giving you this simple of an answer. But basically, you lose body fat in a calorie deficit. So what does that mean, Dylan? What the hell? Deficit with calories? I don't even know how to track a calorie. What's a calorie? Is there the same amount of calories in a banana and a Big Mac? So, basically, the amount of calories, or those things that you see called calories on a nutrition label, you want to count those up. And you want to eat less than you are now to lose weight, if that makes any sense. I know that's super layman's terms, but basically, just track your food, track what you're eating. Eat less. That's the easiest thing. Eat less. That's how you lose weight in your stomach. You can't spot reduce fat, so unfortunately you're shit out of luck, so you gotta lose body fat. And to lose body fat, you gotta eat less, or you gotta run more. Eat less or run more. Those are your options. So that answers that question for you guys. The second question I got is, can and how do I make gains without the gym? Obvious answer, I think consensus would say, I'll give you a few seconds to think about your answer, what you guys think would be the answer. The answer is yes. Yes, you can make gains without the gym. It's going to be much more difficult, I'm not going to lie to you. It might even be a different type of gain. But you can still make gains without the gym. There's this beautiful thing, a lot of you probably know, it's called progressive overload. Dylan, what is progressive overload? How do I do that? What is that? So progressive overload, and I'm gonna put this very basically, so you exercise science nerds better back the fuck up. But I'm gonna put this super simple. Let's say you're curling 15 pounds for 4 sets, right? Everybody can kind of picture that. So if you're curling 15 pounds for 4 sets, a progressive overload would be next week you curl 15 pounds for 3 sets, and then the 4th set you curl 20s. If that makes sense. You're adding weight week by week. It's slow. It's progressively overloading the muscle. So yeah, you still can make gains without the gym. You just, honestly, my advice to you would be to try and progressive overload as much as possible. And I know you guys are limited on equipment. With whatever weights you have, kitty litters, cats, dogs, you guys are curling and doing sissy squats in your living rooms with. The best way I would do that is to, and since you can't add weight for progressive overload, I would add reps or intensity, if that makes sense. So for example, let's say you're doing 2 sets, right? 2 sets of, I don't know, 2 sets of jumping jacks, and they're 50 jumping jacks a piece, right? That's Monday. On Wednesday, I want you to do 52 jumping jacks apiece. Now, this is not a workout plan. I don't fucking do jumping jacks. This is just an example. You would do 50 jumping jacks. You basically just add little by little until eventually your old weight that you were like, damn, I can't get this, is now your warm-up. That's the whole premise of progressive overload. And that's honestly the way you would do it with making gains. Hope that answers that question for you guys. And then I have 2 more questions for you guys, 2 more that I'm excited about. So the first one, actually, I'm gonna try and read the, don't do this, don't do what I'm fucking doing right now. This is not, I'm not, do as I say, not as I do. Is it true that honey bears and chocolate milk are great for you after a workout? I mean, this is a good question, because there is that whole thing. I've actually heard it, people say, dude, the best drink after the gym is chocolate milk. Now, I get the premise of it. I get the science behind it, why you would say that. Personally, I think it's a waste of carbohydrates, if you're gonna ask me. So, for example, let's say that chocolate milk, right? Most chocolate milks that I've seen as far as like calories and carbohydrates, on average I see chocolate milks around, because I used to drink a lot of chocolate milk, so it's around 50 carbohydrates for one like little tiny bottle of chocolate milk. It's about 50 carbohydrates, right? To roughly 16 grams of protein, if we're estimating. So 16 grams of protein, 50 carbs. As far as muscle growth goes and that BS anabolic window, anabolic window is bullshit. I would much rather have a protein shake that I've made, and I think that's much more optimal. That way I can save my carbohydrates for stuff that has fiber, like popcorn, the good brand of popcorn, like Smart Pop, broccoli, spinach, stuff like that, like more nutrient dense foods instead of wasting carbohydrates on chocolate milk. And the honey gummy bears, Sour Patch bullshit, no, I'm not even gonna dive into that. No, don't eat that stuff. Don't eat it. I don't care how massive your leg day was. Don't eat it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Leave it alone. There's no nutritional value from it. You can have it, if you can fit it in on like your cheat days and stuff, I guess once in a while it's not bad, but don't think, because since I smashed this chest workout, that I deserve freaking gummy honey bears. No, don't do that. That answers that question for you. So, yes, I get the premise of like, oh, I need carbohydrates to replenish my system, and the whole, no. I get the whole premise of it, but there are way more optimal ways for you to do this. There are way more optimal post-workout shakes, or post-workout meals. And then the last question is, oh, this is a good one. What's your current stack? What are you on, bro? The answer is short and simple. Creatine. If you guys like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and then hit the bell button too, so you know when I'm posting. Makes no sense to subscribe if you're not gonna hit the bell button too. It would be greatly appreciated. Also, if you feel like you need help in your fitness goals, check out my coaching. It's www.everyrepfitness.com or @everyrep_fitness. If you guys feel like you need help, you're gaining that quarantine 15, you can't seem to stop eating the cookies, you don't know what to do as far as workout, you don't know what to eat, you've come to the right place. I do fully customized to your fitness goals, training and coaching to help you get to where you need to get to. So guys, with that being said, hope you liked this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.